Hey guys, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live. Terry here today. We're bringing you this Nintendo 64 cube build. So hopefully you're ready for that. Hopefully you also join me on Tuesday where we finished off the Home Alone. So if you're expecting Home Alone today, we did that during the week on Tuesday, which is now live on the channel. So if you want to play that back, you can see how we finished off the Home Alone set. But back to today, this is what we're going to be building. So this set has got about 2,000, just over 2,000 pieces. In fact, I think it's 2,064 because it's based on Super Mario 64. So I'm guessing that's probably why there's 64 in the count as well. So we're going to be building this cube, as you can see here, and then if you rotate the box around to the back, you can kind of see what the finished article is going to look like. So I'd be interested to see how this build comes together. When it was released earlier in the year, I was quite interested to see how this all collapses together, and I think it's quite a nice fun build. You can also include Mario on here as well, or Luigi nowadays, and he'll do some interactive fun as well. So we'll probably try and do that at the end of the build. I'll try and get it all done today, but given it's over 2,000 pieces, it might slip into two builds, in which case we'll continue our build next week on our stream. If we manage to complete it today, then there's probably a Christmas set we can build next week, like the gingerbread house or something like that. So keep an eye on the channel and we'll see how we go today. So let's crack this box open and I'll flip over into the zoom build mode so you can take a closer look at what's inside the box. So just open up the box. One bag. Bag 6. Bag 10. We've got the oversized pieces in a separate bag over here. Put to the side. Bag 9. 8. Number 2, 4, another bag 2, 3. Morning Brandon, welcome. It's cold here in the UK, it's about 4 degrees. I think in the north of the UK it's snowing, I think, for the storms. Bag 5. We've got 7, 9. So looks like there's about 13. Just when I thought there was only going to be 10 sets of bags. Another bag of 2. Bag of 6. Bag number 12. Bag 11. And another bag 1. So we've got 13 sets of bags to get through. Here's the instruction manual as well. It's a vertical one rather than a horizontal one, so we'll take a look at that in a sec. Let me just put all these bags back in the box. Six, 4, 3. Put the sets of 2 bags over here, and then we've got these are sets of 1 bags. Let's take a closer look at the manual then. Take the plastic off. So here's the manual. Here you can see a picture of the original Super Mario 64 game, which I did have when I was a kid, and a group of friends playing it here. There's a note here from the designer as well, and I think the general feel is that the actual question mark block didn't actually appear in Mario 64, if I'm correct. So they've used a bit of artistic license to include this block, but it's quite an iconic Mario block. It talks about the storyline of the game, and then it's picking out the different areas. So as you open up the block, there'll be different micro builds that show the different lands that were available on the N64 Super Mario game. You can see some screenshots from the actual game. So here we've got the Bob-omb Battlefield, and you've got some pictures here from that. And over here we've got Cool Cool Mountain. You can see some screenshots again from there with the penguins. And then we've got Course 7, which is Lethal Lava Land, which is going to be in the middle of our block. Again, some more screenshots here. And there's a hidden Bowser, which is going to be in the front of our block, and it shows you how you can press down the top and the mechanism will work. And then how you can expand your game by bringing Mario in. And then you can find various different things by sticking him in various different places, and there's a few different clues to find the different stars. Instructions how to use the brick separator, but then we'll be starting our build off with bag 1. We'll need a big purple plate, and then we're going to be building the base really of the cube to get us going. So let's open up this, open our bag 1 and our oversized bag. Got a big massive purple tile which we need, so we'll put that to the side. Let's get going. Lots of bright colours in this set. So, start us off. Start with one of these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 2x16 dark bluish plate. And then we've got a couple of these 2x2 studs on the sides to go in either end. So we've got something that looks like that. And then we can get the 2x6 black plates. One of these either ends, so end up with this wide sort of H shape going on there. We'll need another 2 more of these bluish grey bracket pieces. White piece and a white piece. Stick these white pieces on the bottom, and then on the top here these grey ones facing upwards. Then we've got a couple of ball joints. We have a couple of 1x1 black tiles and a couple of 1x1 round green bricks. And so we put the ball joint here on this white piece facing inwards, and these black tiles just up here, just to level off the indent on that piece like that. So something like this. Then we've got a couple of these 2x12, is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 2x12 black plates. And then we stick those underneath these white pieces to extend the base. So on the bottom it kind of looks like this. And on the top we've got this shape going on. Then we need another one of these long dark bluish grey pieces. We've got 2 1x3 in blues, a couple of green bricks, 1x1 rounds, four 2x2 grey bricks again, and we've got 2 1x1 red tiles. Yeah, Brandon, I did know that the Mario interacts, so we'll have a look at that at the end of the build and see what he does when we place him around the different areas. Just stick these red tiles on these blue plates. And we'll stick another one, stick this grey piece across here. And then we get 2 of these grey pieces covering up the black plate. And we're just going to finish off with these green 1x1 rounds on the inside, so a bit of a complicated base here going on. Then we've got some jumper tiles, so a couple of 1x2s in white and a couple of 2x2s.
I didn't catch that.
2s in white, there's one, there's two. These 2x2s part cover these blue plates and secure this middle piece on, and then these 1x2s just go over this green plate, so we end up with something like that. Then we've got 6 red 1x2s with studs on the side, and then down this end we form a U shape with the studs facing outwards on the side. So we've got this. Then we get 2 1x2 green plates, a couple of black 1x1 bracket pieces, and a couple of 1x1 tile pieces again in black, and we stick the tile pieces on these bracket pieces. So that sticks out, and they go on top of this red brick either side here, and then next to them you put the 1x2 greens like that. Then we need another 2 1x2s in red, and we need 4 1x1s in blue with the studs on the side. And then we stick this 1x1 this side and the same on the other side, followed by the red. Then we've got another 1x1 in blue with the stud on the side going on there. Then we've got 2 1x3s and 2 in brown 1x1 3/4 with studs on the side. These reddish brown pieces go at the bottom here, and our plate just goes on top of the red and the blue brick. So now we've got some studs facing on the side there as well as on the top. Now we can just put the frame to the side a second, and we're going to build out one of the curved corners, I think. So we get 3 of these 2x2s with studs on the side plates, stick them together. We get a 1x6 in red plate to connect them. So we've got something like this. Then with it facing this way like a step, we then need some of these yellow pieces which help make the corner of the block. We start off with a 1x1 curved piece, 1x2 sorry, goes on there, and a 2x4, and then an overlap like this. You can see a corner forming here. Then we add a 1x8 plate to extend this bottom area out like so. Add another 2 curved corner pieces, so it overlaps. So we've got something like this. Then we get another 2 of these 2x2s with the studs on the side, and we connect them together with a 1x4 in green. And on the end here we put a 1x2 curved piece, and then we stick that underneath the rest of our corner. So we've got something that looks like this now. And if we bring back in what we built a minute ago, with these studs facing upwards, we can connect these into these side studs. So we've got this corner piece like that, and then we're covering these sort of exposed studs up with 3 1x6 yellow tiles all the way down like that, so we can't see any of the studs now showing on the side in yellow. Put that to the side again. We're going to do the other side now, so I guess it's the same principle. We'll stick 3 of these 2x2s together, Then we get a 1x6 in red, just exactly the same process. Stick these all together. A single 1x2 curved piece goes on the end. Then two 2x4s with an overlap. Just extend that with a 1x8 plate, like that. And we'll stick another couple of these curved bricks on, like this. Two of these grey plates with stud sides connected with a 1x4 in green plate, like before, and then we'll stick a single curved piece at the end and connect that to our existing curved piece like so. Let's stick the tiles on now, so we'll stick 3 1x6 tiles on the yellow here to cover up the studs, and then if we bring back in our frame, we'll just stick this other corner on the other side. So we've got this both sides now. And we need a couple of 1x2s green plates, 2 blue corner plates, and 2 yellow brackets. Yellow brackets go up the top here, either side. Then we have a 2x2 corner piece coming down from that, followed by the green 1x2 plate at the top. Then we want 2 1x3 bricks and 2 Erling bricks, and dark bluish grey as one. There's 2. And then we need 2 1x1 black tiles like that. Stick these black tiles onto these Erling bricks, 1 and 2, and these go on top of our brackets we stuck on earlier with the other tile, and then these 1x3 bricks just go behind the Erling brick like that. Then we just need 2 1x2 sloped pieces that just go either side on top of the Erling and on top of that 1x3 that we've just stuck on to connect it. Then if I just put that to the side, we got a massive tile purple piece here, and in each bottom corner we stick these 2x2x2 studs on the side pieces in like that. Then we bring in our frame again, and this slots in like that, so we end up with that purple area there like this. Then on top of this tile we get another inverted curved piece, we stick a bracket onto the bottom piece, and then on top of the bracket we stick this jumper tile, and that clips into the middle of this tile facing upwards, so it looks like this. And we want another 2 of these 1x2s and 2 of the curved yellow pieces again. Curved pieces connecting here where we've stuck in this tile piece with the bricks, just to make sure that they're connected properly, and then these pieces go on the other side. So we've just added a curved piece in here with these pieces. We want 2 orange 1x2s tiles, a couple more of these green 1x1 rounds, and then we've got 2 2x2 corner pieces plates. We stick the orange tile on top of these studs. The green 1x1s go down here on top of this first stud here, and our corner plates just go on top of here, just to make sure we're putting some strength in there. Then we need another 2 of these corner plates and 2 more yellow brackets, and the yellow brackets go in down this end, and then our blue cubes go into the 2 studs that stick out of the bottom. So that's where our plates have gone. Then we've got 2 2x3 yellow plates, 2 2x3 black bricks, and we stick these plates on top of the bricks, and these just go onto the bottom here. Like so. Then we have 2 of these massive green sort of strut pieces, which I think I used in the Ninjago garden, maybe, I'm not sure. And then 2 of these reddish brown connector pieces, and we stick these connector pieces into the middle of each of these green strut pieces. It's easier said than done. There's one. Let's do the other one. Like that. And then we stick these inside, I think. I'll figure it out. Yeah, definitely go into these pieces here somehow. Doesn't go in particularly snug though. Appears to go in like this. Looks a bit dubious to me, but we'll go with what kind of the instructions are showing. So these green struts just stick in here and go right the way across each side. Not totally sure if they're in properly, but let's have a look. Then we've got 2 of these light blue pieces, brackets, and 2 1x1 red tiles. Just stick these tiles on here, and then they go into this gap here. Same on the other side. So just stuck those light blue pieces into here. Then 2 Technic pieces, so a couple of these pieces here, a couple of these separator pieces, or spacer pieces, and a Technic pin. Stick the spacer piece in and that piece in. We'll do that on both of them, like so, and then that just connects into these brown pieces which we stuck in a minute ago. So we've got these pieces now in the middle. So I'm not sure that's totally in the right place. 2 corner plates, these plates again. Overhang the corner plate onto this piece, and then that goes on top at the bottom. So now we're kind of securing these green struts into position. They don't really move that much. Then we've got these 2 massive window frames or door frames, and these spin this round now, figure it out. These go across on the other side here. So we put these frames in either side of this purple tile. Then we need 2 large arches, 2 1x2s, 2 1x1s, and on each arch we put this the 1x1 followed by the 1x2, and that goes on top of the black sloped piece we stuck on earlier at the front. I'll show you this in a second. Just connect that into that position there, so we've got this arch coming across here. Then we need 1x14, I think, and 2 1x2s in green, and then 2 of these plates curves on. And first off, we connect the 2 arches together here, this black plate. Then we connect the window piece to the main frame with these curved pieces, and then just to fill in and level this up, we put the 1x2 in green, like so. Then we rotate back round again, back to where we were earlier, and this time we want 2 of these inverted slope pieces, 2 of these curved pieces, 2 1x2 yellow plates, 2 1x2 tiles. Then we take the inverted pieces and stick the 1x2 tile on top, and stick that above here at the front. Do the same on both sides. So down here by the struts we've got this now. And then we take the 1x2 plate and the curved piece, stick them on top of each other, and then stick these at the bottom here where the blue studs are showing through to curve it off, like so. Put it down again. We need a couple of these 1x2 yellow pieces, and we've got these panel pieces here, and we stick these panel pieces either side facing inwards like this, and then these 1x2s are just going to go in here to connect the sort of strut to this inverted brick like that. That's the end of bag 1. So we've kind of got this sort of base structure of randomness going on. In the next section, we'll actually build a big question mark side piece that's going to go into this frame that we've connected. So I'll just put this frame we've built to the side, bring in our second set of bags, which has quite a lot of yellow, you'd imagine. So start with the 1x12 in dark bluish grey, and then we have hopefully a 1x10 in yellow plates. Stick them together like this. Then we have 2 of these Technic pieces with the holes in, and then we connect the other end to make a square with a plate, and then going through the middle we have a 2x. Got something looking like this is our base. Two by 10 in red. Then we'll stick a couple of 2x6s, sort of in a stepped fashion, so they overlap either side, like this. Then on top, we'll stick a yellow 1x10, behind that, just in the middle here, put a 1x2 in green plate, and then either end we want a 1x1 brick. With this weird looking step, and that connects down this end to the frame we've just built, like this. Then we've got a few more bits to add, so we've got 2 of these 2x2s in blue and 3 1x2 in greens. Stick the 2 blue pieces together, and that sticks slap bang in the middle of this plate going through, and then on the end of that plate we stick a couple of these green pieces in, and then we stick another green piece here opposite the one we stuck in earlier, so we've got something like this. Then either side here we just add a 1x14 I think it was plate again, just across these pieces. And then on top we're going to stick 2 of these 6x2, 4, 6, 8, 10 6x10 plates going on top. Oh, try not to unstick what I've just stuck. And then we've got 6 Technic pins just to go into these holes. So we've got, sorry, 8 I mean. 1 either end, 1 just in from that, and then 1 with a gap in it, like that, and we repeat the same pattern on the other side. We end up with something like this. Then we get 2 of these larger pieces, Technic arms, which are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 1x16 Technic pieces, and then a couple 1x4s. We stick the 1x4s in first into this end, so two of the pins go into that, like this, and then the other arm connects next to that in the 2 pins, just to extend our frame out further. Then we get 2 of these pieces here, which are like kind of standard Technic bricks with a hole in the middle, but we've got this extra plate that sticks out the side. So we've got 2 of those. We've got 2 grey Technic pins. 1. There's 2, and then 2 black Technic pins. Stick the black Technic pins into these weird looking Technic bricks, and then these grey pins go into the first hole that sticks out from these Technic arms. Put the 2 grey Technic pins in there, and then this I think goes into that one. Yeah, it goes into the 3rd hole from the end. So we end up with something like this. I'll put that to the side a second. Now we need to we get 2 of these plates, and we get 10 inverted 2x2 tiles so the studs are sticking on it. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we leave 1 stud gap at the end, but then we stick 5 of these in. 3, 4, and 5. So we do something like that. We do 2 of those. So we'll do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if we get our frame back and turn it upside down, we stick each of these on the side like that. So we end up with something like that on the other side. all pushed in okay. Then we get 2 more of those in black. There's 1. We need 4 in yellow. 1, 2. There's another one of the black ones. 3 in yellow, and only 1 more in yellow. Which I can't see. That's a plate. There it is. So we've got 4 of these, and then we have this way. The yellow ones just go either end here. The black one just connects that Technic brick to the frame there, and then the other yellow one just finishes off these corner pieces like so. And if I flip this back round again, on this step here we need 2 curved pieces, 2x4s, and 2 small 1x2s, and we just stick these on the end there. 1 here, 1 here, another one in there. So we've got this curved edge on the end now. Then we need 2 bracket pieces. There's 1, 2 double cheese wedge pieces in yellow. 1, 2 2x2s in dark bluish grey, and then a couple of 1x1 in tans rounds. And then one we stick like this, a wedge on top, and that sits one side here. We've got this yellow stud showing. And then we do on the same on the other side, but the other way round, like this, and that connects onto that yellow stud. Then we need 2 1x2s yellow, 2 white 2x2 plates, and we've got 2 of these inverted curved pieces, black pieces. Stick the yellow plate onto the bottom to level it off like this, and then on top we'll stick our 2x2 plate over here, and this connects down this bottom piece. It's opposite on this side, so we're connecting it here. So you've got these 2 pieces now either side. Then we need 2 of these white 1x12, is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah. And we've got 2 yellow curved pieces without the extended connector piece. And so on our end here we stick these curved pieces just to continue the curved corner look either end there. And then the white plates just fill in this gap here either side. So we've got something like this. Then we've got more 2x here. We'll just connect those on top on that side, on this side, like so. We'll just stick that to the side. We need to build another element now, so we take one of these light tan bricks, and then either end we'll stick a corner plate like this, and then in the middle we'll connect them with the yellow 1x10 plate. Then on top of the 1x10 we put a 2x12, and then we'll just put some more of these curved bricks. We've got 2x4 either end, like I did on the other one, and then we've got two 1x2s in the middle. This curvature going on here. Then where we've got these pieces here, we just need some of these 1x2 curved pieces to go on top like this. And if we bring back in our frame on this side, we then just connect this into this side, so we've got this shape. Put that to the side again. Bring forward this 4x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 4x10. Stick a couple of these 2x4 tiles in the middle and a 2x2 white plate. If I can find it. But I can't. There it is. Stick that into the middle there. Bring back in our frame, and then this just connects into this middle piece section here, like so. And then we're going to fill up some more tiles here, so we need two 2x4s, two 2x2s in yellow, and we've got three of these 2x8s. 2x8s, 2x6, 2x6. So these, we start with the 2x4, just goes in, actually covers up this area here. 2x6 in the middle, another 2x4 on the end, 2x2 other side here, and we've got the 2x6 either side here with a little gap in between like this. Then we need another two 2x6s and a 2x4. 2x4 across the middle here, so this is probably the bottom of the question mark, I would guess. And then our 2x6s go right to the end, come inwards like this. Then we have a 2x6 yellow plates, and we've got two of these 2x2 modified with 2 studs on top plates, and three 2x4 tiles. And we use these modified plates in the middle here to cover this hole that we've got left over, like that. Then we stick two of these tiles like that. Then we stick our 2x6 plate and our 2x4 tile like that. Then we need two 2x4 white plates, another 2x6 yellow plate, 6 2x2 tiles, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 2x4s tiles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're just going to start covering this section up with more yellow pieces. So we've got 3 2x2s like this side. A 2x4 goes in there, another 2x4, 2x2, then our 2x6 goes up here, start forming more of the question mark with the yellow studs, and then we put a 2x4 back all the way up to the top there. So those are all our 2x4 tiles. Then we have got one of these, one of those. Our 2x4 in whites go over here. So it's probably the downward part of the question mark, I guess. And we just fill this gap up here like that. Then we've got one of these 2x10 white plates, and these 2x6 yellow tiles, another 2x2 modified in yellow, and 4 2x4s tiles. So let's continue another 2x4 going up here, and a modified 2x2 going at the top, and then across here another 2x4, 2x6 tile, 2x4, and another modified piece going up, followed by the other piece there, and then this gap here is filled up nicely with this, he says nicely, with this plate. Just need to give it a good push down. So we've got something looking like this. Then we're going to cover some more things on top, so we need 2 of these medium nugget round tiles. We need 4 2x3 plates in whites, 4 and 2 of these wedge pieces here, and this wedge piece goes on there. So just to make the question mark stand out from the block, I'm going to use these plates like this to the top of the question mark. Then we'll put these tiles on these 2 studs either side. Then we've got 4x4 plate, 3x3. We've got 2 more of these wedge pieces, 2x4, 4 2x3s again. And that's it, I think. So we'll just continue up with the question mark. So these bits coming down here, we'll just stick a 2x3 on. Those 2 like that. Then coming down the question mark, we use the 4x4. Use our wedge here to give us this bottom part of the question mark. 3x3. Other wedge. Then these 2 2x3s, the bottom, and then we'll stick on the 2x4 to the bottom of the question mark. So that's how the question mark comes together on one side. It's quite cool. If you flip it over, then we need to put 2 inverted black curved pieces just on this side. Not pushed in yet, that's it. And same on the other side. Just add a bit more strength there. We've got a yellow plate and a couple of brackets, and then we just stick these on the end, here. Another yellow plate on top. A couple of these blue pieces inverted, a couple of black pieces, and a 2x4 in white. 2x4 in white goes in the middle here, just to connect these plates underneath. And then our inverted pieces just connect this end piece. So we've got a black piece either end connecting to the bracket. Makes a change, that went in straight away. And then we've got the blue ones next to it. Just like that. So we've added those curved pieces on here. Now, a couple of lift arms here, Technic pieces, a couple of wheels, a couple of longer Technic pins, and first off we stick the wheel into the short end of the Technic pin, both of these, and then we stick these onto one end part way through onto the lift arm. And then as you can see here, we've still got these two Technic pins either side just about here, so we're just going to connect the other end of this lift arm to those Technic pins, both sides like this. We've got this kind of mechanism here now, so our question mark. And then if I bring back in our frame we were building earlier, the key is to have the wheels coming on these green pieces, and then on the sort of, like it says as it falls off, it doesn't have it secured. Ooh. That's it. And then we get two of these pins, and it should, he says, gotta line these up properly. So there's two sort of pins in, but they're not secure yet, and you can see it's kind of we've got the hinge effect going on there, but it doesn't stay up on its own yet. When we lay it down, we need a 1x4, 1x4 in green, and we've got one of these sort of corner pieces here and a 2x3, and also a new piece which is new to this set in the Lego Elements kit is this 2x2 corner piece but on a curve. So it's the first time they've done this piece, and you can see that we can now have some curvature going on there, which is cool. So we take the 2x3 plate, 1x4 in white and green, we stick this new curved plate on top of this curved piece, and then it says we just stick that onto this piece over here, and then that connects over here. So we can't really see it, but it's making this curved piece at the side here come together as a corner. We'll do the same then for the other side. I'll show it to you when it's sort of safe. It's hard to pick up at the moment without it falling everywhere. And we'll do the same, but of course in sort of the opposite mirror image. So we've got those on now. And we add 1x3 tiles just to connect that new piece we just connected to the main frame of the base, and then we've kind of got, hold this up, so we've kind of done these curved pieces here at the bottom of the cube to give us that effect, but it's still not really secure, but it sort of falls down like this now, so we can open it up. So that's in the bag 2. Couple of bags in bag 3. In bag 3 we're going to start building up the sides of the cube a bit more, so it gives it a bit more height. Probably say it levels off with this sort of door we've just created. So just got to rotate this round for this next bit. We need 2 of these really long, here's the bag, 2 of these really long black pieces, which look like 1x16s to me. We need 2 blue 1x2s and then 2 1x1 3/4 with the studs on. So these pieces go on first, either side of this curved piece. Then we get the 1x2 plate bricks in blue after that, and then we get our big long 1x16 bricks, just again to go across either side here, build the frame out. Then we have 2 1x1 round bricks and these half circle bricks, which you've probably seen before. Half circle bricks just go on top of this panel that we stuck on earlier, either side, and then on the end of that 1x16 we just stuck on, we just stick the 2 green pieces on the ends. Then we've got 2 1x1x5 bricks, a couple of downward facing grey brackets 1x1s, and a couple of upward facing white 1x1 brackets, and we stick the downward facing one into the upward facing one like this, and on top of that we stick the 1x1 bricks, and we do that twice. Do that again, and that goes on to the end on top of our 1x1 round green pieces that we just stuck on. So getting a bit of height here to the cube. Then we've got more of these half cylinder pieces, and they just go on top of the previous cylinder piece to continue it up. Then we've got 2 blue 1x1 tiles, a couple of light bluish grey Erling bricks, and 1 round tile. One goes on one side. I only need one of those. And this blue one goes on inside here, so you can see put the red one there and the blue one on that side. And then if we rotate this round, we've got to do the same thing. So a square blue one and the red one, 2 Erling bricks. And we stick the blue one inside the cylinder and the red one inside the blue brick. We've done exactly the same but on the opposite side now. And if we rotate this around again, got 1x3 plate, 1x1 rounds, 1x1 round in green, still on top, 2x3, one of these and one of these. Then we just got to do a sort of little build of sticking these pieces together. 3 and then the 1x4, so we've built this kind of unusual looking piece, and that connects at the front here on this side, and then we do the same again for the other side. So we've got 2x3, one of these pieces, one of those. So start with a 2x3, stick one of these green 1x1 rounds on, bracket piece. With the 1x3 plates, stick the 1x4 plate on top, and then we've got a 1x1 round in red tile that goes on that side, and then we connect that onto this side. A couple of 1x2x5s and another couple of these half cylinder panels. This time these half cylinders go on this side, just after this block area, and these 1x2s, oh, which I have actually put the wrong way around, goes on that way, that side. Put the 1x2 on top here by 5 other side. So again, the height on this box is just increasing again. And we've got another couple of 1x16 bricks and another couple of 1x2x5 bricks. These 1x2s go on the side here, and then these 1x16 bricks just go across to connect these half cylinders on each side together like this. Then we need 1x3s, 2 more of these corner plates. These corner plates stick these corners together here and on this side, and then the 1x3s just go at the other end of the build here in white. Then we've got 2 of these, which are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12s, 1x12s, 1x1s by 3s. These go on the inside this time, and the 1x3s go on the ends. Like so. Then we get 2 red bracket pieces, 2 light bluish grey pieces, and 2 black 1x1 brackets. The 1x1 brackets are going on the end of these 1x3s that we stuck on, facing outwards. Then next to those we stick the red brackets downwards on the rest. And in fact, I didn't notice was we stick the greys on top of the underneath the blacks before we stick the black brackets on. So on the end we got some bracket pieces, studs going down the front either side here, and then 2 on the sides over there. Then we've got a couple of these light blue sloped pieces, 2 1x1s in greens. These 1x1s in greens go on to this red bracket either side, and these sloped pieces just connect to these brackets and the main structure, so it's not so wobbly like that. Then we've got 4 1x2x2 bricks, 2, 4. And then we're supposed to have a couple of 1x1 round in green, which you can't see at the moment. A couple of 1x2. And then we stick the 1x2 in green on top of our previous ones to double it up on each side, like so. Then we have the 1x2 next to that, and then a 1x2 tile just behind that in orange. That side. Then the other 1x2 there with the tile behind that. It's getting taller here. Then another 4 of these 1x2x2 bricks, and this time 4 double cheese wedges in red. And our first one goes after that tile, and that has then the red double cheese wedge next to it. Then we leave a gap of 2 studs, and then we put them facing the opposite way, and then these go in like that. So sideways we're kind of looking like this. Another couple of 2x6 plates and 1x4s. Studs on the side. 1x4s go on each end here, and then the 2x6s I'm going to connect either side up here. You can see we've got the stud showing on this side and a connection to the plates there. Then it's telling me to rotate this round and what? Oh, then I need to rotate the blue 1x3s that we had earlier that we stuck into here in one of the early levels. Line up the mechanism, and I think push through the Technic pin. He says, hopefully this is correct. You must need like three hands to do this sometimes. Right, so I think we're like that. So now the door is a bit more secure, so I've just attached the two blue Technic arms into these black ones here. So we've got something like this now, so the door can shut and sort of open but not fully open. So then we've got some elastic bands, but we've also got a little star piece needs to go on top of that jumper tile there, and then we get there's some elastic bands, which is then going to use for the mechanism for these doors, I think, so that it doesn't just fall open. And we hook the band around the wheels that we stuck on here, and then once it's kind of in there, I then need to put it back to there was a ball joint we stuck in at one of the early starts of the build, and I need to stretch it to the ball joint, which is going to be a bit tricky because I can't see what I'm doing. There's better ways of doing these. Let's go from the bottom. If I can. To one side. Just got to do the other side now. That's it. So we've just added, you can kind of see on the camera, there's a elastic band now that's going there, red one. So that just stops the door from falling over. Kind of springs back in. That's what we've added in that bit. So now we need to just add a few more corner pieces. So I'll just rotate this round like this. First off, we need to get 4 1x6 yellow plates. We need 2 of these curved pieces and 4 single curved pieces. There's 2, 3, 4. Stick one on one. Four in the middle, and then the other one at the other end. Repeat that again. So put 4 in the middle, one on the other end to give us this curved look. And then that's going to go on top of this black plate we stuck on earlier, and then behind that we'll stick another 1x6. Do the same on the other side. That with a bit of curvature going on top. we're going to make a longer curved piece. We start with a 1x8 tile, turn it upside down. Just get this out of the way for a minute. Start with a 1x8 tile turned upside down, and we get one of these corner pieces which we used earlier, something like this. Then it's a 2x4 on top, and a single one, and another 2x4, another tile, another two 2x4s, then a single one, another two, then we stick some plates on. So we stick this curved plate, 1x3 plate, and this long plate, all the way in. Ooh. So it's all secured up, and if we flip this round we end up with something like this. And if we come back into our, bring our block back in, then this connects, I think, all being well. Just make sure I've done it correct. Look like I've done it correct. And that just feeds in to the studs we've got there. Hopefully that's right. We've got this side bit down here, but this is going too far back by the look of it for me. Maybe there's something that's going to stop that in a minute. And then we build the same again for the other side, I guess. So 1x8. Set this curved piece in. 2x4 on. Stick a 1 on. Another 2x4. Another tile. Another single one, another 4, then we'll stick our plates on. So another curved plate, a 1x3, then the long plate, all the way down like that. Then this goes on to the other side. Slight adjustment here, because I think I'll realise why it doesn't line up, because that's supposed to be like that, so that's better. So now I've just had to realign the plate. I think I put it in the wrong place. It was a gap there which was causing the door to sit back further, but now the door sits flush with these corner pieces that we've just stuck on here and here. Now we need two 1x3 tiles and a couple of these 2x2 modified, and then just on the front here you can see we've got some studs showing here, so it's just a case of sticking the 1x3s to cover that up and that up, and then these 2x2 modified just to fill in that final gap like this. And then of course we cover up these 4 studs here with some of these, that tile and another one. like so. And then on top, just to cover up these, we get a couple of 2x4s and a couple of 1x2s. Just stick that like that. Same on this side. Then if we rotate round, we need a couple of red brackets, a couple of 1x2s in green and in white. Stick the green on top of the white 1x2 plates, and then we stick the bracket on top. So we need to do that twice. And then these brackets go on the other side here, like so. Got some brackets showing there, and then there's a gap in here. We just stick a 1x1 in white in the other corner here, like so. A couple of grey 2x2s with studs on the side, and 1x2 in green. Stick the 1x2 in green in the back here, and then these go on top there in each corner, like so. Then we've got some of these plates here, these 2x8s in tan, just going on the top here, just level it off, followed by 2 yellow bracket pieces, 2 double cheese wedges in yellow, and 2 1x2 in blue. And we did what we did earlier, so we stick a 1x2 behind our bracket and put the double cheese wedge angle down on the front. So we do that twice, and these face inwards on the top here. So there's no brackets this side, it's just the bricks, and that's facing inwards. Now we need to do a bit more curvature for the sides here, so a couple of these brown plates, a couple of these yellow plates, and then these are 1x8s, so we just stick these 2 curved pieces onto these yellow plates, like so. And then we bring this back in, we'll just connect that onto this corner, and then behind it, to cover up this tan piece, we put these brown plates. We'll do the same on this other side. Put our brown plate to level it off, and then we need a couple more tiles and some blue bricks. The blue bricks actually stick outside here, facing outwards, and then the 1x4s go across the top here, which leaves our 2x6 tiles just to go across to cover these studs up like that. So this is the end of bag 3, so we've kind of finished off our height here, and we've put some curvature on the top corners as well. So in bag 4 we're going to do the back bit here, the door, another question mark door, not all of it but some of it, because there's different gaps that are going to be seen here. And it looks mainly like this back door area, and putting some curves on the back part of this space over here. So let's crack open with bag number 4. You can start to see the size on the main camera of this block. It's quite a big block, so it looks quite cool once it's finished, I think. So let me just put the block to the side, and we're going to start building sort of the front door area. So we start with one of these yellow plates, tan plate on top, and then one of these longer black plates on top of that. Then we've got two of these 1x2 curved pieces, one on first, and one on 2x4s, another one of those, and one more. Gives this curved look. Then we have a 2x4 plate in yellow here, got 1x6 plate with a stud overhanging each side. Rotate this round and we'll put a 1x3 plate there, and we'll put on here a 1x1 round plate under there like that. Then we just get this piece and we connect it onto that like so, not like that, like this, get the right way around, like so. We've got the curved bit on the outside. Then we get another one of these 2x4s, curved piece with a curved plate again, the unusual piece. Stick that to the bottom, connect that into this corner area here, and then we'll stick that 4 piece here, so we'll curvature now around the corners. Just put that to the side a second. Get this larger plate, stick a tan piece all the way down. A 1x4 and a 1x8 tile. Bring our piece back in here and connect it at the top. Then we get a single curved piece and a 1x1. Add that to the bottom and then connect that. Oh, nearly forgot. You've got to put missed a step. Put a longer plate on first, and then one of these corner pieces. Then we put this curved piece on. Missed that step. So we've got something like this. Then we get one of these white pieces, these plates, and just connect that on like so. Then we'll stick a corner tile in there, 1x2 plate underneath, and a 1x1 plate in yellow, 2x3 just goes across here, and then another 1x1 underneath, so just to cover this up. Then we've got 2x6 in yellow, and another couple of 2x3 tiles. Then we've actually got a 2x4 normal plate, goes on that side there, and then another 2x6 tile in yellow at the top. Just covering that up a bit more. Then there is a 1x6 plate, goes down like that. Then unusually we put a tan colour 1x4 tile in between the gap there, and a 1x1 tile yellow down there. Then we put that to the side. We get this big massive Technic brick, turn it upside down, and then one stud in from each end. We put a 1x2 green plate in, and if we bring back in our piece here, then actually just connect that there, and then put that to the side again, and then we start the other section. Same approach we did a minute ago. piece at the end again. We've got our corner piece that goes in, and underneath that we'll sit that corner plate as well. Let's put this other corner area up here. Then we get another large black plate, or one of these tan. Two, and then we'll just stick that onto this end like this. And forgetting this time we put our grey plate in there to connect that. And our corner plate there like this. Then on the end, got a curved brick, which goes on the end. Then our massive white plate goes in like this, and then we'll build some more tiles in to cover this up. We have a 2x3 then, another 1x1 on the end, 1x2 like this. There we go, and same pattern as we did a minute ago, so another 1x4 tan going on there, 1x6 plate, and then finish it off with a 1x1 tile. So we've got something like this. Now if we bring back in our piece earlier, then this then connects on the other side. So we've got something looking like this. Then we want to keep this connection going, so we've got a 1x1 in green corner tile, and another 2x6 and a 1x8. 1x8 goes across, connects there. We then have the corner tile goes on there. Oh, wrong way round. Goes on like this. Put the green piece in the middle there. Then we put this plate on, followed by the tile. So we've just connected those elements a bit more securely together. And we've got these two pieces and these two plates. And then put this 1x2 onto the tip of each of those, and then we just connect that other side here like so. It's getting quite large, this space now. Then we get two purple corner plates, two of these round plates, and we also get two 1x4 plates in black. These two 1x4 plates come out either side there. Then we put these grey curved 1x2 pieces in, rounded, followed by the purple 2x2 corner plates with an overhang coming inwards like this. Then we need another two 1x4 plates and 2x2 bricks. 2x2 bricks go after the purple piece, and then we put the 1x4 on top of these like we just did. So I've kind of got something that looks like this now. Two 1x2s in white and in green again. Stick the green on top of the white. These then just hang off by one stud either side over here. And then we need 4 of these 2x4s. One goes in there, over there. Same on this side. Just bringing the curvature down a bit further, and then we need 6 2x3s. 2, 3, 5, 6. A couple of 1x3s, and then we're gonna just continue down here. Our 2x3s. 3 either side. And then we'll end it up with a 1x3 like this. We got our 2 round bricks here, tiles, to give us those notches that we have on each side of the brick, and then 2 1x3 plates, and these 1x3 plates just go either side like that. We're going to build a bit more of the question mark out now. Now we've put the 1x3s in, we need a 1x4, and then we need 2 2x3s and 2 wedge pieces. Wedge pieces just go in either side here. Then we put the 4x4 there, and then the 2 2x3s just on this side to finish off the end of the question mark. Come down like this way. 3x3, 2 more wedges. And just build this across like so. And then we try to attach it. This is the other side, the purple side we did earlier. So this should slot onto here somewhere. And we just push that on. Just kind of pushed on, so that's pushed onto that side. And on top, it's on the bottom actually. So on this bottom piece here, we need to fill up these gaps here, obviously. So we get 2 corner pieces with the plates.
That may be beyond my abilities.
Stick these onto the bottom, and then cover this green stud we've got sticking on here up with the corner piece. Then we've got 2 2x2s, curved pieces with the plates. Stick these curved pieces and the plates on here and on here, and then we stick 2x2 on the bottom of those, and then we're covering up these spaces here and on this side to curve the bottom piece now of this area. And that's the end of bag 4. So we've kind of built this. We've got those sides, we've got either front and back kind of going on here. Then in bag 5, I think we're going to complete this back section by the look of it, and we're going to build a little Bowser mini build as well by the look of it. Just one bag for 5. So let's put the cube out of the way for a second, and we're going to start with actually building a little mini Bowser. So he starts off with this 2x2 round piece, flip him over, and we stick 2 1x2 rounded pieces in the bottom of these little feet. like that, and flip it back over again, and then in the front we want a masonry brick in tan, but only showing the one line side, and then behind that we want a hinged yellow hinge piece like so. Put that to the side a minute, and then we want a 3x3 in white plates. We have got we've got lots of pieces that I can't see, so we need a 2 yellow single bracket pieces and 2 1x1 with rings on. 2 of these curved pieces. Here's one piece I just needed a single bracket. Then we've got longer brackets. Then we need the white hinge piece, which is there. So we start with this 3x3, turn it upside down. Then we stick in these 2 bracket pieces. Then in front of those we stick the smaller bracket pieces in yellow. And these yellow pieces is where we're going to stick the hinge piece in together, like this. Then we stick these curved pieces and the rings together, and these face upwards, so we have the rings sticking upwards like this. And then we connect it to the hinge like so. You can't see these little arms coming through like that. We can angle this in a second once he gets this sort of shell on his back. Then we do his head. So his head is a tan bracket piece and a tan 1x2. Then we've got 2 green 1x1s with 2 studs on each corner. There's a tan jumper tile, which I saw a minute ago. There it is. 1x1 tile in tan for his nose, and there should, I think, be a printed 1x2 tile in here, which there is with these sort of eyebrows on. So get the bracket piece, stick the 1x2 plate on top, then we stick these green pieces together, stick a there's a green, we need a green jumper as well, which goes on top of his head. Then we stick these eyebrow tiles on the front, and his sort of nose goes on, so this is sort of his face forming here. Now on top of his head he has a diamond tile and then he has his horns, which go into either of these, like this, and like, ooh, can't pick it up, like that. So you can see there's Bowser's head. And if we bring this back in, stick that to his body, so he's starting to form together. Then if we rotate round here, we stick a in the middle stud, a 1x1 round tan piece into the centre, and coming off from each of those we put, try this without breaking it, single green cheese wedges coming out from the top, bottom and the 2 sides. Like a shell on his back. Then we cover up each corner of the white here with a quarter tile in green. And then where we've still got the tan studs showing through, we just put a 1x1 in the middle there, so you can kind of see there's these shell formed. And that's what it looks like at the front there. That's our little mini Bowser built there. So I'll stick him to the side. I wonder if there, didn't miss a. No, that's just how he is. Cool. So I'll just stick him to the side a second, and now we've got to build the bottom part here, which will open up as a flat, which is where Bowser's going to actually be living on the model. So start with one of these pieces, and then we have two of these U-shaped dark brown pieces. So we just stick that either end like this. Then we have a curved piece that we've used before in this build to go on either side like this. Then we'll stick two 1x1 Technic bricks with the holes in either end like this, and then we can stick in two large blue Technic pins. Then behind each of these we'll stick a 1x1 round plate like that. Then around here we're going to start putting some curvature onto the frame. Put those on there, and then single ones next to that. Something like this. Then we get a 1x6 in black, and then a couple of these pieces, these curved pieces, and then we just overhang these curved pieces like that, and then that just sits into the middle, connects into the rest of the frame. So we've got something looking like this. We rotate that round, then we can do two of these pieces like this, and on top of that stick a 1x4 plate. Then we've got two 6x6s that go on either side, and then in the middle we'll use this 2x6 with some Technic holes going down the middle. Then we'll start covering this up a little bit. Boo, boo, boo. So we leave 2x2 there, then we stick a couple of 2x4s, then we'll stick some 2x2s in like this. So we're just starting to plate out the front here. Then if we rotate it round, we will need a few inverted curved pieces, which then go onto the end here. Three. We'll just move these along, and then we'll get 1x1s at the end, which we'll just connect in that side and this side. So we've got this all the way across now curved. So then if we come back to this outside space, we'll put a 2x2 blue in the middle, and then either side of that we'll put these 2x2 modified plates there. We have another one coming off the bottom like that. followed by another one. And then 2x4s at the bottom here. So we got this. Then we have got 4 more 2x4s to go on. Tiles, 3, 4, and then 2 2x2s to go on. So just cover these up like this. So that's covered. Then we have got a 2x4. It's the rest of the question mark coming down to the bottom here, like that. And if we rotate this round, we get 4 Technic bricks with 2 studs in. We push 2 through on each side. Like this. And in the middle we've got this Technic pin with a crossing goes in the middle. Two of these inverted tiles with the studs poking in goes in there, and then just to strengthen the edge, stick a couple of these inverted slope pieces on either side too. So this is going to be sort of something that opens up to reveal Bowser. Then in these gaps we've got either side here, we're going to use get some of these cogs, which I think are pretty new. You might have seen in the ice skating gift with purchase, or the Elf Clubhouse as a Christmas tree in green stacked up. And then on top we'll stick 2 lots of these turntable pieces. Of course, the inside of the turntable. So do that twice, and it goes in upside down, hopefully in the middle there, and in the middle on that side. So we've got these 2 black cogs in the middle there that can rotate. Then we take this larger one and we put this ring around it, and that connects to this Technic pin we've got sticking out here. So now you can see these cogs all turn together, so they're connected. Just make sure my cogs are looking right. I think so. So we'll leave that there. Then we get this large disc. On this large disc we stick one of these modified 1x2s with a sort of hook pointing up, and a 1x2 rounded piece. And onto that goes a 2x2 in purple with a single stud on top. And then this connects into our turntable cogs like this. So now this can rotate around and all the other cogs are moving. So then if we get our cube back in like this, this then gets connected to the front. There's these 2 pins in here, so now you can see that this is connected to the front, so it can open up. At the moment we'll keep it shut. Then we'll cover up these studs showing here. The yellow tiles there, and do the same on the other side. Then 1x3, just cover this bit up here, same on the other side. And then we want the little holes in here as well. Just stuck those on there. Then we need to rotate this round. And then there's two dark bluish grey bracket pieces that need to go into inside here. It's a little tricky to show, but there's a couple of brackets we have to stick inside there. And I'll just put that to the side. We've got to build another little sort of contraption. So 4x4 plate. Two grills on it. 1, 2. One bracket and another bracket on that side. And then at the end of these grills we just stick a panel piece in like that. Then we've got a purple double cheese wedge pushes up against that panel. And then two black curved bricks go in, got something like this. And if I flip it upside down, we need to put a 1x4 grey tile on the bracket at the front, and then one of these inverted pieces with holes in, and then two 1x2s. Ooh. Then two 1x2s with sliders on that side, one the other side, like this. And I've got to make a little Technic frame. Now these Technic bricks, and then into the end so then this Technic pin goes through like that. So we've got this, and if we bring back in what we have here, then we stick this little platform into the holes that we had. So if you look at it from this side, you can see there's a little thing there that can be pulled out. And if I rotate this round, where I stuck in those brackets earlier, I need to stick on top these wedge pieces as well to keep that firmly in place by the look of it, so it doesn't fall out completely. So you can raise it up a little bit, but you can't take it fully out. So that's that bit done. Now we need to do the other part of the doorway, which starts with a 2x6 and then a couple of plates connected to it, and another 2x6 tile, and we've got a 1x6 plate and a 2x6 white plate somewhere, there it is, and then we stick 3 2x3s in the opposite direction right across what we just created. Flip it over, and we've got these 1x8s with sliders on in black go either side. Then we've got a 2x4 in blue which goes on the end there. In the other end, set these 1x2s rounding. Then of course it needs to be curved, so we get a 1x8. Get our 2 curved bricks again. And we've got a 1x1 tile. Goes in either end. Flip it over. Stick a 2x4 in blue in the middle, like that, and then we connect that onto that like so. Now if we flip it over, we've got something looking like this, which we stick a 2x6 tile in the middle to cover that up so you can't see the blue. And then bring back in our block here, and then this slides, or should slide, it says, into here, which it does. So now if we just turn this up like this, you can see I've slid this section into here now, so it's forming that question mark on this side. Then we just need to build something else, which starts with this piece here, and then we take 2 white brackets, 2 1x4s in black tiles, just stick those plates onto the brackets, and stick these the opposite direction onto here. Then we get 2 1x6 tan pieces. Flip this over, stick a 1x1 in green either end, bring this piece in and this piece upside down, blends in there just to stop the, make sure the door's in the right place. So we've just stuck that piece across here so that the door sort of stops where it's supposed to stop. And then we're just going to stick some 1x8 black tiles between the 2 studs to connect that piece we just stuck in a bit more firmly. And then we get 3 1x4 yellows with studs on the side. And on top we put 2 double cheese wedges in yellow. So we'll do that 3 times. Like this, and then somehow, looking like this, we just stick these across the top here. Cover that up like that. So then now we can lift this up and we can fold this door out. It says by pushing that platform down we can then unlock the door, and then it pops down. So put that in there like that. Close that like this. So just to show you again, if you lift this up, then this platform you push down. Oh, he says as he breaks it. Oh, no, he hasn't broke it. Or is he? No. Pops the door down at the bottom, like so. And then what we can do is we can stick Bowser into our platform. By the look of it, so it goes in there. So Bowser's, you can now see he's hidden in that platform there. So let's just close that. Close that. Bowser's now securely in this block. And I think we'll probably stop here today. So now we've built kind of the cube, and then next week we can build all of the other little lands that go into the cube itself. So we'll be up to bag 6. We built halfway through, well, nearly halfway through, and we can build all the lava land and things. So if I go back to the main camera, you can see that we've built the front of the block there, and then on this side you can see, if I lift up the mechanism here, you see Bowser's sitting in there. Then the idea is that if you push him down, then this front section can open up here, and you've got a little position there to stick another character, and that rotates round. So then you can just close it up like this. Bowser pops up a bit, and then we can close the door. So that's the block. You can see we haven't built the sides yet, so we've got more to that. This front area does actually all open down though, so there is ability to open the front box, but it snaps shut with elastic bands. And so next week we'll be building all the bits that pop out and the little lands that sit inside this as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this live stream today. If you did, hit that like button because it helps us, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, because we're nearly at 1,000, which would be cool to finish the year off. And join me the same time next week where we'll be finishing off this build, and then throughout December we've got a series of Christmas themed builds. So we've got Santa's sleigh coming up. I do have the gingerbread house to build. What else have I got? I've got the Nutcracker, which was the Lego staff gift from 2017. The Lego staff gift from this year as well. We'll be having a live stream of building that when I get that at some point in December, probably, as our Christmas gift at work. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until then, I'll see you next week. So stay safe, and I'll see you then.